Well, the COVID-19 pandemic has led to the loss of jobs for millions of people, and in some industries, robots have begun picking up the slack. Now, we've learned for years that one day machines would replace humans, but has COVID-19 hastened that future?
Has the pandemic spurred humanity towards artificial intelligence? With the aim of minimising human contact and reducing the risk of health workers contracting the coronavirus, robots are increasingly in use. They've been praised as heroes for helping to manage the COVID-19 outbreak. They're disinfecting surfaces, taking temperatures, transporting food, and delivering medical supplies. And as companies restructure their workplaces, futurologists predict a hybrid labour force of robots and humans.
There's something that we call cobots, which are cooperative robots. And these are robots which can work hand in hand with humans. In a factory setting, robots used to be behind the cage. They had to be isolated from humans because of concerns about safety. But cooperative robots, or cobots, can work very closely with humans and can work very closely in automated work processes. And so as we get back to the factory and deal with social distancing, we're going to see the arrival and implementation of a lot more cobots within the factory setting.
The global unemployment rates have been rising due to lockdowns, and many workplaces have had to adapt to new technologies. According to the media company The Robot Report, there's been a surge in interest and sales of robotics.
There are a lot of manufacturing organizations realizing as we return to work, they've got to get their orders in for these cooperative robots. They've got to have an implementation plan. They've got to have a pathway to re-engineer their manufacturing workplace to align to this new safety distance protocol manufacturing process that they need to put in place. So the biggest challenge might actually be for organizations to get their hands on the necessary robots in order to move forward. Who would have thought?
Many people are concerned that corporations will replace human workers with AI, especially after the evolution of robotics in recent years. Not only can they walk, robots can run very fast. They can also pick fruit and even herd sheep. But despite being able to do that and more, scientists say robots are far from ready to take over, as currently they perform only routine tasks and mostly in controlled environments.
Technology as a negative thing, and I actually spoke about the perception that people had about robots by going back to Popular Mechanics magazine, science magazines, in the 1930s when the concept of robots was first appearing, and they ran big scary headlines that giant robot brains are going to take away our jobs. I think we saw that in the last couple of years with some of the hysteria around artificial intelligence. There's always a belief by people when a new technology or an existing technology speeds up that it's going to have a negative impact. It's going to take away our jobs. It's going to make us all irrelevant. And that's not really the case at all. Any new technology simply changes the way we do things. It becomes a part of our life rather than replacing our life.